On COVID-19, despite the encouraging vaccine progress in many countries, it is clear the pandemic and its challenges for most are not going away quickly. Our responsible, holistic approach, including supporting our communities, continues. And this broader community approach is an approach we share with many of our industry colleagues, particularly in jurisdictions where government support is less equipped to deal with these types of issues. And we have been taking these initiatives further as we have understood when people in communities are under stress, domestic and gender-based violence issues can grow. So we're working with our community leaders and governments to make sure we're dealing with all of the direct and indirect impacts of COVID. The lives and livelihoods of our employees, their families and the communities are the priority, and we've managed a strong operational recovery at the same time. We've been strengthening and reinforcing protocols to help deal with second waves affecting our operations as well. Our focus on people returning to work post-Christmas has been very important, and we've seen some impacts, but they're being managed effectively. And in anticipation of that post-Christmas surge, we put in extra levels of testing to identify and mitigate risks. Based on our latest data, we expect most of the side impacts will be negligible as we move into March. On demand for products, despite lockdowns and limitations, our order books are generally pretty full. And on diamonds, the demand bounce has been quite solid. So the early signs have been encouraging, but we do have some residual risks that will probably remain in some jurisdictions, probably to the mid-year, but it's not significant. It's being managed. And from our point of view, I'd have to say the teams have done a great job in managing all the dimensions of the COVID-19 issue. On results, an encouraging finish after a tough start to the year. Despite all the issues and drama through the first half, we finished the year running at around 95% of full production capacity. But even more importantly, and despite lower volumes, our unit costs and our capital spends were held in tight control. Along with improving prices, we saw our second half Ebitda recover to 6.5 billion, our highest for a 6-month period since 2011. This recovery and the disciplines that have gone with the learnings from the Q1 disruptions have put us in a good position going into 2021. On earnings per share, $2.53 for the year, or 1.81 or $1.81 in the second half. The full year return on capital employed at 17% was impacted by our higher capital base, with spending on Ebitda and the Sirius acquisition impacting the denominator for the calculation. We will show pre and post new project spends when we report these numbers going forward. However, the second half ROCE number was a pleasing 24%, so that's a good number.